done with boxing. I'm done. You know why you're done? Because you don't like Devin Haney and he whipped your guy's ass. That's why you're done.
And still, undisputed lightweight champion of the world, Devin the Dream Haney.
I'm giving Haney all his fucking credit. He went out there and bust Lomachenko's ass. Loma didn't do enough to win. That's the way it was fucking felt out. The judges felt the same way. I'm a couple $100 richer. Feels good to be right all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Disclaimer right now. This gonna trigger some people.
Oh, it's triggering everyone. I'm gunning
Yeah.
for everyone.
Yeah.
I'm coming out shooting for everyone.
Yeah.
I've been saying it for a while. And immediately I just start hearing the rain of bullshit. When we were texting back and forth, immediately after the fight was over, we both thought it was close.
Yeah.
All the announcements go on. So, one of the cards was outrageous. One of the cards was like, I think 116 to 112.
And you know how crazy that is because that's just one extra point. But yeah, go ahead. Yeah, it seemed outrageous, but I'm gonna say this. With my scorecard, I had 115 to 113, Devin Haney.
I had the same thing.
Right. Round 7 and round 8 to me was the most difficult to judge. So I think realistically, round 7 and 8 is where it could have been a draw.
So I agree the same way, but I'm gonna just start letting those shots. Feel free to just cut me off real quick. I'm gonna just be raining on people all day.
Yeah.
So immediately I just get a wave of bullshit. Oh, Devin Haney sucks. Oh, this person, they robbed Loma. Oh, they did this. Loma after the ring didn't want to talk. Fucking Shakur Stevenson throws his nose in everyone's fucking business and hasn't done anything at 135. Let me digress. Let me go back. Let me bring it back. 115 to 113 is 7 rounds to 5. I had Haney winning the first 2 rounds, then losing the third. I had him losing the 10, the 11, and then winning the 12. And I don't even see how you could say anything about him, Loma winning the 12th when he didn't do anything in that 12th round. There was nothing. He outlanded and killed them in the 10th and the 11th, and then did nothing in the 12th. So how is it everyone's screaming robbery if at worst it was a 2-round separation? Right. And the first and the end were even. We're even. It's the middle rounds that pretty much dictate how the fight went. That's how you lean in which way the fight went. It was those middle rounds.
Yeah.
So,
and I agree with you. And one of the things that I feel that a lot of people gave Loma credit for was his activity. Maybe they felt like he was the one pushing the fight because at times Devin Haney was walking back on. But the thing is, Loma's aggression, while it was decent, his defense wasn't as tight because he was getting caught with many counter shots. It wasn't like he just got in there and was just doing his thing and got out safe. He was getting hit with power shots.
Yeah, the aggression thing. They both were taking turns throughout the whole fight. You hear the commentary, which was saying, "Yo, the fight was close." Max at times was like, that round was, I'm leaning towards Haney, though I could see it, Loma. But a lot of the way they were expressing themselves, the energy was biased. It was more Loma. Haney would land a big bomb, woo. Loma would do it. Oh my God, the 35-year-old's making a comeback. He's a Hall of Famer. Cut it out. It was an even fight, but I just think the reaction. Haney lands a jab, no one says anything. Loma lands a jab. He's such an incredible matrix. Cut the shit, man. It was a close fucking fight.
It was that Loma's step in quick jab was probably more eye catching because he stepped in, he hit Haney, caught him off guard, knocked his head back. So because of that, they, a lot of people probably was going off of Loma won that round because it was eye catching shots. But realistically, Loma got hit with a lot of power shots in that same round.
Loma got hit with more power shots. More power shots. It's just that his punches, like you said, were more. Excuse me. They were more eye catching. That was, and the crowd enjoyed it. The crowd screamed every time he did it.
Yeah.
At the end of the fight, not that anyone was washed, but look at Haney's face. Look at Loma's face. Who got touched more? Who had more marks? The fight was close. The fight was fucking close. But if you're looking at the fight and you're saying it's close, and then the judgment comes out 7 rounds to 5, it's not a fucking robbery. It's just that what you were watching, the judges didn't feel, they went the other way. You can't go, oh, the round was close, but I leaned Loma. And then when the fight comes out, but they leaned Haney, you can't scream robbery. If you went, Loma definitively won that round. All right, then at the end, you can go, it's a robbery. No, they were close rounds that people let the judges leaned more Haney.
Yeah.
And in my opinion, I thought they were gonna rob Haney.
Haney solely won that fight off of his performance in the last round. If he didn't come out fighting in that last round, he would have lost. I mean, with the scorecards, they probably would have had it a draw. But I think, me personally, he needed that last round. He really needed that last round, and he went out there and he got it. Because I'm gonna say this real quick. From the first half of the fight, round 1 to round 6, I only had Loma for 1 round. I only gave Loma 1 round.
So the rounds I did get
work, but he wasn't
the rounds I
enough
gave the same.
He wasn't doing enough work. He was doing great work, but it wasn't enough because he was getting caught with a lot of shots, a lot of body shots, and you could see that it was kind of taking some toll on him because he wasn't as matrix as he was. So
hold on. Let's bring that up.
I only gave him 1 round.
Hold on.
From the first 6.
Because I didn't like the reactions of their commentary, but what they were saying wasn't necessarily matching their reaction. It was a lot of pro Loma in there. But when they talked about Loma statistically, Loma normally lands, in the 40%. This one's in the 20%. There's a reason for that. Devin Haney is great. Loma is great. Before the fight even started, I wanted to say this, but I was like, let me leave it for here. Regardless of who won, wherever they won, I didn't want anyone to criticize either fighter and take away from what the fighter is and does and did.
Right.
You can't take away from what Loma is because he still has a lot in the tank. He showed he had a lot in the tank, but I felt if Haney won, people were going to bring up his age. I felt if Loma won, people were going to say Devin Haney's a bum. Neither one is true. They're both fucking great, man. We got a great fucking performance, and we need to stop bashing one or the other as if we didn't get a great high-speed chess match. Whole fight, that's what they were screaming. This is good boxing. This is great. This is close. It's Dean Loma. Oh, when the decision gets read and it's close like that, other than the other scorecard, it's not a robbery.
Now,
I just don't get it.
Now let me cut you off, right? Because we are pro fighters, but we probably have a little bias for Haney because we like Haney. Not that we don't like Loma at all, but we like Haney. Now, with that same logic that you just said, if it was the cards were reversed, would you be upset?
I would have been upset with the commentary, not the judgment. I just would have said that they were leaning more towards Loma in those close rounds. That's all it would have been, because they were close rounds. They saw it his way, which in my opinion, how could you see it that way against a 4-time champion? He's undisputed. You got to take his title away. Did Loma do enough to take his title away? I don't think so neither. And back when the roles were reversed, I'm biased too with Tio. So that fight could have been a draw or whatever, and was okay with either way where the fight went. It went one round towards Tio.
Right.
And when Loma went back and watched the film, in the beginning, he was like, oh, I got robbed. Then after he went, could have seen it being a draw. And in that fight, in that specific fight, that fight was a little more clear cut. The rounds that Tio won, clearly won. The rounds that Loma won, Loma clearly won. And when I go back and watch it, I have it a draw too. But I'm a little biased, so I say that I'm cool with the New Yorker winning the title. Did Tio really do enough to dethrone Loma? It's debatable. Right. But then the same way it's debatable there, it's debatable here. Loma didn't do enough.
I don't think so. And again, like I said, from round 1 to round 6, I really only gave Loma 1 round. So the rounds that I feel like Devin Haney had for sure was round 1, round 2, round 4, 5, and 6, and round 12. And with that, that's 6 rounds. That's 6 rounds. So you can give him 7 or 8, depending on how the judges feel, and that's 7 rounds to 5. The rounds that I feel that Loma had for sure were round 3, 9, 10, and 11.
I lean the exact same way. And the funny thing was, me and you didn't watch the fight together.
Right. Yeah.
We were texting back and forth, but I feel the exact same way. I think what has happened now is everyone is picking their horses and the people that they like, which is fine. Whenever I like someone, I come out and say I'm fucking biased. Come out here, I say. But when people start screaming, oh, he's a weight bully, he's a bum, he's this, he's that. Well, there weren't many people that did that to Loma.
Yeah, that's true.
People brought up his age. Didn't he beat the shit out of Cormier recently? Didn't he beat the shit out the Asian guy, Nakatani, whatever his name is? He didn't look washed up there. Actually, he stopped him.
Right.
So how could someone be a punk? How could someone be a bum? How could people have to put their shit in order? At the end, everyone's hitting me up. Oh, I'm done with boxing. I'm done with this. You guys are idiots.
I want to ask you a question with that. Did they now sell a fight for part 2? Do you want to see it again? Because usually in situations like this, when you're a great fighter and a decision is close and a lot of people are not giving you the credit that you feel like you deserve, you run it back. You know, Andre Ward, Kovalev, Mayweather, I think it was Castillo. Was it Castillo? You run it back. Do you want to see it again?
So I wouldn't mind seeing it again. But to answer your question, a little disrespectful. This was his coming out party. This was Devin Haney's mega fight. This was his mega fight. Even though he had the fight in Australia, this was here. This was their coming out party, and Shakur Stevenson came in there and disrespected, and I felt Loma won the fight. He landed the cleaner punches. But I want to fight Devin Haney next. During the interview, Devin Haney came out and said, I'll fight Shakur or I'll fight Tank. We got to figure out what we want to do next. Why the fuck is Shakur Stevenson getting in the ring, talking shit, saying that he felt Loma won? If I'm Haney, okay, since you think he won, You could go fight him now. You think he beat me? So that would technically make him the champion. Now you can go fight him, and I'll move up and go chase bigger opportunities. And if someone's saying that it's a scared thing for me, no.
Right.
He just showed up to the party. I think he's had one fight at 135 or two fights at 135. You don't get to fucking dictate what the undisputed champion of the world gets to do. I would do one thing. I would either stick around the fight tank or I'm moving up. Everyone's claiming he's a weight move. Have you seen that yet?
I have not seen that. I didn't see that in that match. You know, both guys showed strength from time to time. So it didn't look like weight was an issue. It didn't look like height was an issue. You saw Lomachenko with the step-in jab, catching him off guard every once in a while. You saw Haney, you know, Haney didn't hurt Loma so bad where he couldn't do anything. It was a good competitive fight. So the age, throw that shit out the window. The height and the size, throw that shit out the window. It was an even match.
And it was so even that you could see it being a draw.
Right.
It was that close. It was that close. To throw it back to you, what do you want to see Haney do next?
I mean, like I asked you, man, a part of me do want to see him run it back because I just feel like that's one of the things that greats do. They run it back when people feel like they, you know what I'm saying, they didn't win. And like he should shit on Shakur. He should run it back with Loma and then fuck it, move up. Get rid of the belt and move up. Fuck it, why not? Make him work for it. You had to work for it. Haney had to work for it. Haney worked his ass off to get to this spot. Make him work for it. The way Loma was moving, some of the shots that he threw, a lot of the shots that he threw, I don't want to say some like I'm not giving credit. A lot of shots that he threw were eye-catching, but I think people were just ignoring the fact that a lot of the times when he came in, he left with a receipt, like he left with some shit. So it's not like he escaped and he got out of there. He came in, he left, he got hit.
Yeah. Bro, I'm just a little flabbergasted with when stuff is close, how people just jump out the window. You don't know how many text messages, how many comments I'm seeing of people going, oh, I'm done with boxing. I'm done. You know why you're done? Because you don't like Devin Haney and he whipped your guy's ass. That's why you're done. Everyone screams this guy's a bum, yet he keeps winning.
Yeah.
Everyone claims, oh, he don't got a chin, but he keeps taking these fucking shots and delivering. Everyone claims, what the fuck? He's still winning. He's still winning. If he was a bum, if he was easy to knock out, if he had a glass chin, where would it go? How? How would this happen? He's winning. He's winning and he's busting ass doing it. And he's the one initiating these fights. What the fuck people don't understand? He was the free agent and signed with ESPN to get the Loma fight in an era where everyone is crossing the street. No. He's on that side of the street. I'm moving to a different neighborhood not to fight him. Devin Haney's the one fighting everyone. And everyone hates on him? Are you fucking kidding me? I'm glad you don't win. You want to stop watching boxing. Don't watch it. The fuck are you here for? What kind of fan are you?
Daddy, chill.
Get the fuck out of here. I still don't want you.
Good.
Damn, man. I'm done, man. Shout out to Devin Haney.
Yeah.
Great fucking performance, man.
Yeah. Definitely, man. That was a legacy fight. That was a legacy rant right there. You good, man? You right?
Yeah. It was a legacy fight, though. It was, man. I'm sweating now, but yeah.